Welcome to the Dutch Junior 2024
Ready to play.
from sunny Haarlem, but we are inside. Waiting to be warmed up by some wonderful finals badminton. We have the women's singles first. Wang Yingchu from China. So far the tournament has been not an easy walk, especially in the semi-final. She got a lot of opposition from the Malaysian Zulaika, but here she is in the final. And on the other side of the net, we find Sarunrak Vitidsarn from Thailand. Famous name in badminton. Had a few tough first rounds against tough opposition
Ladies
from
and
Asia.
gentlemen, on my right, Sarunrak Vitidsarn, Thailand. And on my left, Jing, China. Sarunrak Vitidsarn to serve. Love all. Play. Service over.
Alongside me for commentary,
Love.
Natenstedt. Good afternoon, Jerry.
Hi, good afternoon.
So what are the expectations for today?
Love.
Well, I'm curious to see how the Chinese players are doing this week. So far, they have a really strong crowd. I think there's not a final without a Chinese player,
I think you're correct.
but they're doing really well this week.
Service over. One.
And the Thai group is
two.
also very interesting to watch. I think all Thai players have excellent technique and footwork. It always looks so effortless, whether it's women's singles, mixed doubles, men's doubles. They have this like effortless way about them. It's really fun to watch.
Service over. 3.
Good chance to take
One.
for a Thai player.
Chinese came with a big group this year, more than 30. I think over 25 players and some coaching and some even brought their own stringer.
3.
And after this, they're going to the German junior, right, with the full crew.
It's always a 2-week trip for the Chinese to Europe.
Oh, lovely drop shot. Oh, too bad. Very well played.
Service over. 4. 2. Five. 2.
Sarunrak currently not the most famous Vitidsarn in the world, I think. Must be Kunlavut, world champion men's singles. But if she wins here, like Kunlavut did a few years ago, she's starting to make a name for herself, of course.
Well played.
Service over. 3. 5.
I think I've yet to see a smash from both girls. They're really working the angles with cut shots, reverse drops. I've yet to see a smash.
Four. 5. over.
Nice
6,
deception.
4.
Wrong footing the tie player.
Service over. 5, 6.
There you have your smash, Jerry.
6 all.
Lovely, straight down the line. Both girls are very hesitant to play the high lift, going for very flat lifts, flat clears, really making each other twist and turn. And after being 5-2 down, Vitidsarn is now 7-6 up. That's a good winning point for her.
Sure.
That's still loose.
Service over. 7 all.
Ooh, that's tight.
Service over. 8, 7.
Great angle.
9, 7.
As you said, not many full power smashing. Making great angles.
And making it look so effortless.
Ten, 7. Interval.
And as we go to the mid-game interval, I see Vitidsarn really taking a chance at the net. And so far it's really paying off.
It really feels like both girls are trying to figure out what's the best tactics here. Not trying to run into a trap that the other one is setting there, really. It's almost like a chess game up till now.
From both girls I get the impression they could even up the game pace quite a bit, but they're figuring each
20
other out.
seconds. 20 seconds. Eleven, 7. Play. Service over. 8-11. Service over. 12-8.
Oof, wrong footed there. Good recovery by Vitidsarn.
13-8. Out. 14-8.
Oh, is it dynamic?
15-8.
It sounded like the Chinese team was trying to start up a little bit, chanting to maybe get some more out of their player, but they're being kept quiet.
16-8.
There they are again.
Vitidsarn is really calling the shots at the moment.
Yeah, she's also upping the pace quite a bit. Trying to reach the shuttles early in the backcourt.
Eight. Out. 18-8.
So it is now 7 consecutive points for Vitidsarn. And she's really putting away this first game.
Yeah, we've seen some good comebacks this week from, especially from Chinese players. They don't seem to know when they're beaten, but this feels like the focus will go quite quickly to the second game because there's nothing in the rallies indicating that there will be a big turnaround right now. Especially when she starts to hit those shots.
This is a good rally. Both players really putting on the pressure. And Xu just keeps working that 4-and-4 corner for Vitidsarn.
Oh, wow. Well done.
Well done.
9-18. Line judge. There. Court. At your feet. There and there. Yes. Thank you. 18. Ten, 18. Service over.
Jules
19,
definitely
10.
making Vitidsarn work harder for the points right now. So maybe not the big comeback in this game, but at least she's
Finding her rhythm for next one.
and tiring her opponent for the second.
Your decision?
Oh, indecision by the line judge.
We are
We couldn't
going
see it
to
on the
play a
stream.
leg because I don't see and the line judge didn't see.
But we're playing a
leg.
let.
Nineteen, 10.
No complaints whatsoever from both players.
I've been watching a lot this week, but I think this is the first let I've seen. And let's face it, sometimes the shuttle is not in or out. Sometimes it just is a let.
20, game point, 10.
Bit more commanding rally from Xu. Well played.
Service over, 11, 20.
It almost seems like she does not care about the score. It's just, I played a good rally, I'm happy with that. We'll see wherever it takes me. Not too concerned about the battle being very much uphill at the moment.
12, 20.
Looking for a quick way to close out the
13, 20.
Xu just keeping in the rally. Loading that up. Here we go.
The lift wasn't too bad here.
Jing.
So there we are, the inevitable 21-13.
First game
Vitidsarn
won
takes the
by
first game.
Sarunrak Vitidsarn, 21, 13. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Second game. Lovo. Play.
Well, Jules, here we are at the second game. I'm curious to see if the Chinese will try and up the pace,
Service
or maybe
over.
find a different solution to the
Love.
shots Vitidsarn is playing.
Yeah, would you change anything if you were Vitidsarn?
I wouldn't see why. I mean, she's reaching all the difficult shots. Xu is really pressuring her forehand corners, both in the front and in the back, but so far she had really good answers. She's sharp at the net and varying a lot in the backcourt. But here, I think that's maybe like the 12 or 13 point Xu is scoring on her forehand forecourt.
Fault.
And that's a rare shot, the body smash down the middle in the singles. You don't see that too much.
2.
And always apologizing.
Yeah, I think all Thai players are very polite. Oh, I love the shot.
2-all.
It's like she can score from nothing. There doesn't even have to be a big build up for her to open the court up and or hit it on the ground effectively.
Service over. 3.
You already see a very different start than the first game, where they're really just feeling the court, trying each other out. Now you see them both putting a lot more pressure on the shuttle, trying to force a point. I get the idea this is far from over.
I would be inclined to agree.
Again, reverse shot. Very nice.
Service over. 3-all. Service over. 4-3. Shoot. Don't shoot before the shuttle is down. Don't celebrate before the shuttle.
Good pressure from Xu.
Yeah, well played.
5-3. Service over. 4-5.
Vitidsarn had a great result in the quarterfinals, beating last year's champion actually, Kim Min-ji from Korea, in 2 sets. 2 games, I should say. Kim Min-ji, who beat her twin sister last year in the singles final. That was a first for the Yonex Junior
Service
International.
over. 6-4.
Did they play again this year, or were it all?
Only one of the sisters came this year, the defending champion. She had a very tough round of 16 in the morning. which took her toll in the match against Vitidsarn. There was a lot of taping and a lot of the
7-4.
physiotherapist had to come out of the chair a few times.
That's also the difference between Asian players and European players. You see a European player with like a bit of strapping, and then you see Chinese players or Japanese players. They're not. They just use the entire roll when they can. That's a good shot.
That's great. Well done.
Looks like it was just a bit too hard to kill, and then just come up with a brilliant cross-court shot. Very
Different
nice.
kill, really.
Yeah. That's too hard. I think that's her first miss at the net.
4.
So far, she's been very, very successful with the spinning net shots. I think it's the first real miss. But now it's 10-4, and it's a very different game from the first one. What do you think, Jules? Is Vitidsarn struggling physically, or is just Xu keeping the pace high?
I think it's the second part, yeah. I think she's found a way to neutralize the angles of Vitidsarn and counter, really.
Play.
Let's see what happens. Now it's Vitidsarn who has to force the turnaround. See if the coaches have told her anything new. Starts aggressive.
Service over. 5-11.
Oh, stop, drop shot, very nice. And again.
Service over. 12-5. 9 judge.
What's always interesting to me, Jules, is that like a few levels lower, you see women's singles mostly pressuring the backhand side. And when you're the first to put pressure on the backhand, that's mostly the best way to score a point. And at this level, these girls, I think they're mostly putting pressure on the forehand corner. I think that's mostly because they're just so good varying at their overhead drop shots and reverses. They're just more afraid of the overhead corner than the forehand. That's such a striking difference from a few levels lower when the first shot you do is put pressure on someone's backhand. Very good deception from Xu.
13-5.
I think you're right. The word backhand for some of these girls just doesn't exist. They're able to do the round ahead almost at knee height, and also vary with it and make great angles.
A few decades ago, yet Mia Odina was famous for round head shots. And I think nowadays in modern badminton, more and more girls you see very flexible.
She would not be as famous in today's game, maybe.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Let's take nothing away from what she achieved in badminton. She was a wonderful player, and especially for Holland.
I have a small shout out to Ben Beckman Badminton, who does a mini docu series, also one about me, Audino.
Oh wow!
Very good, worth a watch.
15-5.
Where do we find this, on YouTube?
It's on YouTube.
Okay.
And now the second game is looking very different from the first one, with Xu up 15-5. And it's getting harder and harder for Vitidsarn to really score with her great variety of shots in the backcourt. I think for Vitidsarn it's good to really open up the court. That should be good rally.
6-15.
Because the problem with these very flat lifts and clear, she's been playing the first game and a half. That finally Xu is really starting to intercept and put pressure on Vitidsarn. So now she has to do a few high lifts, high clears, short drop shots, really open up the court again.
So more varying in height than varying in angles, you're saying.
I think so, yeah. But, that's a good shot from Xu.
Service over. 16-6.
It's a match with two faces so far. Does playing on one side of this hole or in the other side, does it make a big difference? Is there a draft or that you know of?
Sometimes there can be a bit of a draft, but it's minimal to what they're comparing in Asia. I mean, the air conditioning inside is basically off. We do have a fresh air system. You can see it. You can't see it on the screen.
7.
But any drift
16.
in this hole is minimal compared to the venues they're playing in Asia.
That serve was very short.
Service over.
And it's not the first one.
17-7.
It's almost like an invitation.
It can be a tactic. If you want your opponent to smash, you can serve a bit shorter, but then I wouldn't serve that high and short. But this is also really short. They're both trying to get good length from the forehand serves. Let's do that.
18-7.
I think we can safely say we're looking at a third game here.
At this point, I would start looking for the third game if I were Vitidsarn.
Save some energy, maybe.
That's a good shot.
Definitely does not look like saving energy. Great shot.
18.
Very good to reach the first one. It was very hard to keep the rally going.
Service over. 19-8. Yes, please. Sorry.
It's striking to me, Shu, how complete these players are already at this age. They're 18, 19 years of age, already so complete. Good net game, good defensive game, good attacking game. It's like they're basically ready for the World Tour already.
Service over. 9.
Yeah, especially,
19.
I mean, the physical part is very trainable, I think. But becoming a smart player and being able to switch between tactics is something that we here in Europe are accustomed to. You only learn when you're a bit older. It seems like they can play 2 or 3 systems,
10.
2 or 3 different
19.
tactics already. But they are in the final of the Yonex Junior, so
Fair enough.
they're amazing players.
And Xu from the first game playing mostly cut shots to the forehand corner for Vitidsarn. Now she's really playing more reverse net shots to the backhand corner. So she really did make a change also
11,
tactically.
19.
But from 1911, this is an uphill battle for Vitidsarn. That's a good lift from a very tight position. Good finish.
Service over. 20, game point 11. Game.
There we are. We're going for third.
Second game won by
De prijsuitreiking van de Yonex Dutch Junior International 2024 wordt mede mogelijk gemaakt door Van de Kolk Hypotheken. Hypotheken, financieringen en verzekeringen.
seconds. 20 seconds. Yes. Final game.
So here we go.
Lovell.
What's your prediction, Jerry? Will it be more like the first game?
Play.
Will it be more like the second? Will it be something completely new?
The hardest prediction about junior badminton is if they can find a tactic that really works, it can work for an entire set. So that's why you sometimes see these like 21-11, 21-11 type of scores. If they find something that works, it can keep working for a very long time. Oh, it's a good dive, too bad.
One. Love.
Who would you put your money on this one?
I would have to go with
Thank you.
Ju,
It's the
because I
same for
think
me.
she's been able to change it around.
I think if she can keep this pace and pressure going on Vitidsarn, she will win, mostly due to her physical fitness.
Yeah, she does not look like she's spent a whole lot of energy up till now.
She doesn't look tired at all.
No, she must be.
Oh, it has to be. Everybody gets tired. Everybody gets nervous. But it's not really showing. Yeah, it's a good show.
Service over. 1-all.
And good punishing of our prediction because
It's a commentator's curse.
exactly.
Also, I see Vitidsarn going a lot more for the short service after being punished a few times on the high one.
2, 1, 2, please. No.
Sorry.
Shoot. Shoot to the back.
That's not really called for us, a line judge, but it was very funny.
I can see a few people who cannot smile about it, but apparently very sure of himself.
I think after you said her high service punish, she hasn't served high again, Vitidsarn.
2-all.
The Chinese team getting involved a little bit now, chanting for their compatriot.
Service over. 3-2.
I was looking for a head-to-head, but these players have never met before, so this is their first meeting. Probably won't be the last.
Oof.
That's too bad.
4-2.
The Thai girl would have been in trouble with that shot. But as it is, 4-2.
Good pressure from Xu.
Yeah, that's great.
Lovely
Great
rally.
shot.
Service over. 3-5.
She saved herself with a great backhand shot earlier in the rally, but this was unreachable.
It's 5-all. No. Oh, no. It's 5-all. 5-all.
Some confusion about the scoring. I think even the service judge is now stepping over. I think is it 4-5, Jules? I thought it was 4-5.
Me too, but I'm not wearing black clothes, so I'm not considered an expert.
The score updated twice in a row.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No complaints from a Chinese player.
I think they know perfectly well what the score is. But
4-5.
It's worth.
if you can put on an innocent face and maybe get an extra point. With good clarification between the umpire and line service judge. Come to the right conclusion.
That's the most important part.
Exactly. They got it right in the end.
Vitidsarn getting a little bit impatient now. And it's still 5-all.
Again, the short serve.
Good job, Vitidsarn. Yeah, they're really struggling to get a good length for the high serve.
6-all.
Coach is talking after every rally now.
They're also very animated at the mid-game intervals. Xu is really going for just a high-paced basic game. And you see Vitidsarn try more and more to find the angles, open up the court a bit more for her opponent.
6.
And so far she's doing well with 7-6 up. Ooh. Oh, that's a bad miss.
8.
Vitidsarn can smile. There will be no way for her to reach it.
Yeah, she got away with that. No overcourts here in the Giro Hall. You got a great quality floor here.
This is basically what it looks like every day of the week. And we can be very happy here in Haarlem to have a venue like this. We put up a few sponsor signs from Yonex and Van der Kolk, and then we're done. We can go for Dutch Junior.
For an international tournament, yeah. Well,
I've been in one other place in the world where they had this. That was in Hungary. They had a court in Pech, which was also just a venue like this, just ready from the get-go. But yes, we're very lucky. It's a high pace from Xu.
Service over. 7, 9.
I was still thinking about your remark. Putting up some signs and then we can start. I've spoken a lot to the organizers here. I think they would disagree with you.
That's fair enough. No, there's an immense amount of volunteering and work that goes into a week like this.
Yeah, I know. You're.
It's mostly the venue. The people are the most difficult part.
Yeah,
I agree.
That's true.
What to think of the stringers team upstairs, and the driver team. Food, accommodation. It's an incredible journey every year again.
110 volunteers this year for.
It's amazing.
For the Natenstedt Junior International. Yeah, must be very proud.
And to think I was involved maybe 10, 15 years ago for an edition. It's also very great to see the journey this tournament has been through. From one person bringing his home stringing machine up on the table, doing a few rackets for a few players, to having the full Yonex stringing team.
8.
From a venue where we had player signs, letter by letter in a big bin, to having digital displays and some TVs. Every year it's getting more and more professional. So I'm already excited to see what they're doing next year. Here we go in 8-9 again, flat lifts, good deceptions from Xu. 11 to score, 9-all. Jules, do you see the tiny wristband on Vitidsarn's left arm?
I cannot.
Left arm, upper shoulder.
That's not the wrist.
No, I didn't say wrist, I said arm.
Oh, sorry.
It's a heart rate monitor. You see it more and more with players.
What does it do?
It's I think it's a Whoop band, so it's just it's a heart rate monitor. You wear it 24/7. It's recharge it like once a week or something.
Service over.
And you track heart rate during physical activities, but also how well you're recovering and resting. And I think I see the Malaysian and Thai players more and more with those bands.
So would getting data out of a final like this, what kind of value would that have? You would think every focus would be on just winning this match, no matter the heart rate.
Oh yeah, you don't wear it for a final. You just wear it all week to see how you're progressing in your training, how well you're recovering from a heavy training, how well you're sleeping. That's the useful data. This final doesn't really matter.
10-all.
Meanwhile, not an inch to separate both girls. 10-0 in the third set. Coaches probably got their talk ready for the break.
Again, woefully short serve. A Now it's Vitidsarn really trying to attack. She hasn't played the lift yet. It's all fast and flat. But to no avail, it's Xu who goes to the mid-game interval with 1 point lead.
Change ends.
De prijsuitreiking van de Yonex Dutch Junior International 2024 wordt mede mogelijk gemaakt door Van de Kolk Hypotheken. Hypotheken, financieringen en verzekeringen.
Play.
Well, I'm not predicting anything anymore. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy. May the best girl win.
We're being treated as a very good final. Just a bit too flat. Oh, pirouette backhand. Oh, that's a hard one.
13, 11.
She actually served to the sideline. She gave an angle, but she took over fast in the rally.
I haven't seen that too much this match. They're mostly serving to the middle. Interesting to see.
Play.
That's a good smash from Vitidsarn.
11-13.
I think she has it more in her game to maybe go all or nothing.
She has very good variety in her backward shots. And the net, she's also really trying to open up the court with the cross-court drop. I've seen that quite a couple of times this match.
That's too high.
However, it's continuous pressure from Xu.
Yeah.
Just she keeps the pace so high.
This is a good shot.
That's a good shot.
12-13.
That's so bad. Going straight for the attack after a short serve.
Not everybody agreeing there. That's the problem with the long sideline, if you are the line judge there.
It's pretty far away to call.
It's far away and there's an entire stand full of people who have their own opinions. Nobody has a better view than the line judge, so let's trust their decisions. It's heating up. 14-13. 13-14, I should say.
Vitidsarn is still very much in this game. She can keep her variety high. She can make Xu twist and turn quite well. And it's up to Xu to really just up the pace and take away those shots from Vitidsarn.
Oh,
That's a good shot. Oh, she reached it. Good variety from Vitidsarn.
Thought about leaving it.
Well worked rally from Bakker.
The crowd love it.
Service over. 15-13. Back on court, please.
Umpire is merciless. No time to recover. Play on.
The rules in badminton say play shall be continuous.
Yeah.
But you know, modern day badminton, you see the toll it takes on the body to play a long rally like that. Umpires mostly are courteous with the free time in between.
I don't know who writes these rules, but they probably didn't write them just after a 3-set match.
The good part about the rules in badminton is they're open to interpretation. You know, undue delay. What is undue delay? There's no shot clock. Oh, that's going wrong.
Is that a good thing that the rules are interpretable?
I mean, the sport evolves as well. So in a way, maybe not. Maybe clear rules are better than vague rules. But as the sport is evolving, you don't have to change it. If you see badminton from from the 1990s, it's a lot more continuous than now. Players taking more time in between, but it's also because the pace is simply higher.
17-13.
And also because a cotton shirt could hold about 3 liters of sweat. So mopping was not a thing in the 90s.
Oh, that's too bad.
18-13.
She's forcing it a little bit. She knows she has to do something, change this around, go for the lines.
Xu is now 3 points away from victory. Good shot from Vitidsarn.
Service over.
I think the people want to see
18.
Small comeback.
yeah, exactly. Have an exciting finish to this match.
Short-lived. And the shot is gone. There are 3 feathers going off. Oh, that's a good shot. Very good control by Xu.
Service over.
Especially with the shuttle.
Absolutely destroyed.
19-14.
With 2 points, it's now really now or never for Vitidsarn.
Play.
All the mopping is being done on her side of the court, which means she's being sent around all corners at the moment.
Xu is playing a really good game. Hardly any errors. Good shot.
Service over.
Anything is possible.
I think every point Vitidsarn scored is really a scored point. There are hardly any unforced errors from the Chinese side. No misses. It's really very impressive. That's a good shot. Every point is a scored point.
19.
And point by point, she's trying to close the gap.
16-19 is believable.
She started at 14-19. Who knows?
That was slightly less believable, but now, who knows? Threading it down the line, very nice.
she creates a situation like that, she can score almost effortlessly.
I think she's usually pinning Sue on the backhand side. She played like 4 or 5 shots straight down the line, opening up the court on the forehand side. And Sue played the cross lift, and that was her chance. Very well played. And now if you're a Chinese fan, you just have to stick to your basic plan. Don't try to force it. Because you're 1970 up for a reason, so you did something well, right?
Very true.
That's a good shot.
Vitidsarn resisted the urge to
try and kill it over the net.
Yeah, it would have been a mistake.
From our point in the commentator's box, we could not see if it went over or not, but judging by the reaction from Vitidsarn, we knew. Good pace from Xu. And a good deception. Here we go. Well deserved.
But she got back one more than we all thought.
20, match point 18.
Match point. For what would be the first Chinese victory here in a few years, because last year we a lot of finals for the Chinese team, but they came up short in every one of them. This year we are guaranteed some Chinese winners. All Chinese final in men's singles, for example. Here we go. That's it. Well done. Deserved victory.
Well played back soon.
If it would have gone the other way, it would have been deserved as well. Jules wins the 2024 Dutch Junior International Women's Singles.
20, 13, 21, 21, 11, 21, 18.
De prijsuitreiking van de Yonex Dutch Junior International 2024 wordt mede mogelijk gemaakt door Van de Kolk Hypotheken. Hypotheken, financieringen en verzekeringen.
My dear friends and family of the Yonex Dutch Junior International, we welcome you to the award presentation ceremony of the women's singles of the Yonex Dutch Junior 2024. Let them come and give them a big applause. Welcome to the stage, Jaap van der Kolk, CEO of Van der Kolk Hypotheken and main sponsor of this finals day. And now, for the bronze medalists, please give a warm hand for this year's semi-finalists of the Yonex Dutch Junior 2024, Anjapat Prix, Thailand, and Siti Zulaika, Malaysia. And now, for the silver medalists, please put your hands together for this year's runner-up of the Yonex Dutch Junior 2024, Sarunrak, Vitidsarn, Thailand. And now, this year's women's singles Yonex Dutch Junior 2024 main champion from China, Wen So what a finals it was of the women's singles, but we have 4 finals more to go. Pim, what do we have next on court number 3?
Court number 3, we have the final of the mixed doubles versus